Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now.
This is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Bringing pressure. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
No connection there. The pass is incomplete. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll hand it off. Hits into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the defense look slow that time.
But all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here. Lets it go. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw yet again. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, going to heave it downfield. He's got it inside the 10. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He'll throw it now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
But when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away the scramble.
On third and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
Important second down play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Here's a serious gamble, folks. Coach going for it, backed up near his own end zone. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
So first and 10 for the offense after a costly fourth down penalty on the defense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's complete on the crossing route. That's good for a first down near the 40.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Memphis getting set with a first and 10 now. Motion now from the tight end. Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the marker. Now it's second down here. Ball handed off. Powering right past the defender. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tight end goes in motion. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Second down, looking to throw it. And the pass is incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the back now goes in motion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. Hoping to improve in the last drive. They got stopped on fourth down, and it ended up costing them a field goal. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Just ran away from the defense. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Here comes a handoff. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Can he take it all the way? At the 10. Touchdown, UTSA. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Or it's snapped to the back. Good enough for first down yardage.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up the first down. That's what they call here. It works out perfectly.
It is 1st and goal. A great chance to claim the lead before the break here. Same tailback, another carry. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Timeout is called to duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And they're trying to punch it in here. They stop him again. Back-to-back plays go nowhere here at the goal line. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. They'll try to run this one in. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 3-point lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the UTSA offense back out there. They get the second half started with a running play. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Receiver makes the grab. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Roadrunners. They'll take the lead in the second half. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pressure is coming. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Man, that is every defensive lineman's dream. He played running back in high school or Little League. He showed some tremendous athletic ability once he came up with that interception to take it into the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Looking to pass here on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Running back grabs it on the screen. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Keeping it on the ground here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a third down play.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And this one is right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The UTSA offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. First and 10 now for the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That run moves the ball across the 40.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Gets some space around the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. We go with a direct snap. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Coach deciding to go for the 2-point conversion to tie the score right here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he grabs it in the end zone. The conversion will tie up this football game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. The Roadrunners offense is back out there now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And he's got it down there inside the 35. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. Send the back in motion. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's caught. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Memphis. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Now that's how you execute. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after that big play, I'm all about taking a shot right to the end zone here.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pass ball was incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Picked off a crucial turnover. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. The 30, at the 20. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
Whoa, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Direct snap to the back. He'll run it into the end zone for the 2-point try to build the lead up to 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. Here comes the UTSA offense back out there. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. And looking to throw now on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Oh, and he fumbles. Runner falls on the football to prevent the turnover. That could have been disaster.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. The pass rush closing in.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, that's everything you can hope for here for an offense. They make a nice completion here. Thing that really stood out to me, your fourth quarter, late in the game, the clock is essential. Get out of bounds when you can. Get a first down when you can. He does both here to set up the offense here nicely.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield with a 48. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Back to throw again. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. Jukes to get past a man. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Boy, the defense doing a good job here in these 1st and goal and 2nd goal situations. Now with a 3rd and goal. Got to hold up in coverage. This offense clearly trusts their quarterback. They're going to find...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint.
Well, this is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
1st and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. The defense backed up against their own end zone. 1st and goal, handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
Touchdown, Memphis. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. A dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. UTSA offense is back out on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, I know this offense is built around this quarterback. We've seen it the entire game. Do you realize he's now close to 500 yards in this game alone?
And that's a solid game before the defense is able to bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Roadrunners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Running through the tackle. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Handoff to the back. Can he reach the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They still need this extra point to top. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. This one's tricky in a tie game. How aggressive do you get? Risk a turnover. You've got some work to do just to get into field goal range. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Slides to avoid the big hit. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Desperation pass falls incomplete. Now we're headed to overtime. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first in overtime.
You talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? Quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over top of everybody for the touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Handoff here from the shotgun. Powering through. The ball is loose. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's first and goal now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
Second down and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for two and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for two right here.
Quarterback drops back, looking to scramble. No, he didn't get in. They stopped him. They gambled to win the game right there. Could not score. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.